I'm a food writer, and I get to sample amazing shellfish from all over the world. From the Pacific, from the Atlantic, and from the Med. And you know what? I love every minute of it. The oysters in these tidal waters are grown out from tiny little seeds into juicy big babies in just about 3 years. In the parking lot of Haug Island Oyster Company, we had all the fixins for an oyster barbecue. It was to be a mano a mano showdown. First, you got the oyster guy, literally steeped in oyster liquor. Then you got me. And finally, you got the grillmeister, an uber big name chef. Each of us would grill in turn and then stand tall as we got grilled back by our comrades.
Color. Down on the farm, we like to keep them real simple.
Mike, enough with the down on the farm. What do you got?
Down on the farm. So we got just a little bit of Haug Island compound butter.
Compound butter. Even the farmers are doing compound
somebody
butter.
Somebody laid 40 pounds of this on me the other day, and I don't know what to do with it.
There you go. Beautiful crabs.
Start off with the South Devon cock crab.
We do it big in England. Okay?
Cock meaning male.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just put your finger in there.
That one will be all right.
You just crack the claw, and this is a beautiful.
There's some serious meat in there.
No, just taste a bit of that.
That is so sweet.
Probably too sweet, really.
It's the best recipes in the world with Mark Bittman of the New York Times.
We begin by reading Leviticus, chapter 11, verse 9. All that have not fins and scales in the seas, they shall be an abomination unto you. Ye shall not eat of their flesh. There you have it, folks, straight from the Bible. Shellfish ain't kosher. But I love my shellfish, always have, and do often eat of their flesh. My mama didn't raise her boy not to eat no shellfish. But what is it with shellfish anyhow? Why does calling somebody a shrimp justify insulting not only a short person, but also a delicious crustacean? And how about crabby? People tell me I'm crabby all the time, but I love crab, dearly, plain and in all kinds of dishes. And I think of crabby as a good thing. Anyhow, I'm a food writer, and I get to sample amazing shellfish from all over the world. From the Pacific, from the Atlantic, and from the Med. And you know what? I love every minute of it. I left San Francisco over the Golden Gate Bridge and headed up Highway 101 into Marin County and then on back roads to Tomales Bay, looking for a place called the Haug Island Oyster Company. The waters here are perfect for raising the deliciously briny oysters the locals call sweets. And along with a guy named Mike, who has spent a good part of his life dedicated to the oyster, and my very good friend, San Francisco chef Gary Danko, I was out for a bit of a joyride.
So Sir Haug was the owner of this.
Sir Haug, I don't know what it is.
Maybe there was a hog on the island.
Yeah, there's two schools of thought. One is that a barge load of pigs came in the bay. You know, they had lots of dairies in the area and ran into rough weather. But they ditched them on the island because of the rough weather, and they stayed and had little piggies for years and years. And the other theory is from the air, it looks like the head of a hog.
Oh, the head of a hog.
Yeah, but no one saw it from the air when they named it.
That's what I was thinking. It wasn't even the Wright brothers that could have checked that out.
The oysters in these tidal waters are grown out from tiny little seeds into juicy big babies in just about 3 years. In the parking lot of Haug Island Oyster Company, we had all the fixins for an oyster barbecue. It was to be a mano showdown. First, you got the oyster guy, literally steeped in oyster liquor. Then you got me. And finally, you got the grillmeister, an uber big name chef. Each of us would grill in turn and then stand tall as we got grilled back by our comrades.
All right. Well, we're gonna pop some of these sweet waters here. These are beautiful right now to put on the barbecue. They're nice and full.
Mike, save me that juice.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need it.
So what are you planning to do here, Mike? You are a pretty good chucker. I mean, you were being modest. You're still pretty good. Anyone who does them faster than 1 per minute by my standards is like doing a great job.
Thanks. So we're gonna take a few of these and put them on the grill. The beauty of this is that they cook right in their cup.
I like
the
this
wonderful
system.
thing
This is a good
about
system.
barbecued oysters. They get their perfect little pot right with them.
I hope you're gonna do more than one.
Yeah, I'm gonna do several. So pretty medium hot fire, just so that you can start to burn yourself. You know, after a little bit.
3-4 seconds
4
over there.
seconds, yeah. And down on the farm, we like to keep them real simple.
Mike, enough with the down on
All
the
right.
farm. What do you got?
Down on the farm. So we got just a little bit of Haug Island compound butter.
Compound butter. Even the farmers are doing compound
Yeah, you know, somebody
butter.
laid
now.
40 pounds of this on me the other day, and I don't know what to
see.
do with
Now,
it.
there you go.
So compound butter,
That's
you
being
know,
resourceful.
Gary can
What's
probably
it
tell you about
compounded
that.
with?
It's got parsley and garlic in it.
Garlic, parsley, some herbs.
You know, we just let that cook just a little bit. Maybe a little Italian parsley on the top.
Mark, I think this recipe is simpler than your recipe.
Just a little,
It is, and it's better.
little color. You see how they're kind of bubbling?
Yeah, I'm
And, you know, it's
not
just...
going to overcook them, are you?
No.
All right. Oh, look at this guy has hands of steel.
But
They're beautiful.
We'll put this on just for a few seconds. And then what we like to do right at the end is to put 1 drop of Chipotle hot sauce on each oyster. 1 drop. Don't put more than 1.
I love Chipotles, but you put them on an oyster, you're going to kill the thing.
Well, you can try one without them. See if you like them.
Yeah, that
want me
is
to
so
start dropping?
nice.
Yeah, just a drop on a few.
Oh, this one's for Mark.
It really perks them up. See, that was more
Perks
than a
them
drop.
up.
Oops.
There.
That's a drop.
Yeah, that's all.
That's a
That's
drop.
perfect.
Okay, drop.
Leave a couple without any.
Yeah, leave a
drops.
couple without.
Leave the rest.
All
of
right, Mark, for you.
it. This is so.
Now, see, this
gorgeous.
is starting to look good. So they just kind of bounce back, you know, texture-wise when you poke them a little bit.
Bob.
I love how you call these mediums because I
Probably
call
done.
them pretty big.
They're big
They're
mediums.
mediums.
Okay, they're done.
I know you guys usually put these on a plank, but because we have Gary here, you know, we've got to do something approaching presentation. So
Here's your presentation.
Note the beautiful
This is your
platter.
presentation for
Trying to
us.
save your hands.
they are and you know what? I appreciate that. These are really gorgeous.
Aren't they? Beautiful.
And there you go.
Gorgeous.
Beautiful.
Look at that. Okay, here we go.
Down the hatch, taking one for the team.
Oh my God.
Delicious.
And this is what we do when we're done with the oysters at the oyster bar. Flip them over. I like people to appreciate the prettiness of the shell when they're all done.
They are beautiful. Nice.
Oh boy.
How burnt is your tongue?
Chipotle and
All right, Mr. Mark, that's what an oyster boy does. Let's see what a author does.
You know what this is?
Do we need some oysters?
Yeah, we do need some
Okay.
oysters. This is horseradish, fresh
love it.
horseradish. So I'm gonna do sort of the same thing as you, but simpler because I am the minimalist. And not only that, I'm gonna get Gary to do a lot of the work because he's better at it than me. Can you? Yeah.
I'm gonna create you some horseradish. Okay.
So a little butter, no compound butter.
Yeah.
Little horseradish and lemon juice, but at the end.
At the end.
Okay, Gary?
All right, I'll help you.
So you want the lid on this?
We want the lid on. I put some real wood on here actually because we had some. And we're gonna get same kind of smoky thing. And now it's time to reminisce about oysters. I don't know.
I think we have some champagne, Mark. Oh, that's
can-
next segment. I'm sorry.
Let me open this actually.
Remember, it's a sensitive habitat over there, so no corks over. All right, they go towards the boat.
Ooh.
There it is.
Good one.
Have a swig.
Yeah, we could do that. Well, what the?
Go for it.
Well, we don't
say
have
that.
plates. We don't have glasses. What are you gonna do? How are these babies doing?
Check the oysters. They're bubbling.
Just starting.
Mark, you ready
Not
for some
yet.
lemon?
No. Last second, don't you think?
How do you tell? Touch them.
Yeah, you touch them and they
should
spring
be
back a little
plump.
bit.
They're not ready.
My recipe is so much easier and.
Gary,
really.
I happen to know that you've been working on your recipe for like 3 hours.
Mine is simple, like juices, some champagne.
We'll get to it. We'll
I
get
think
to
you're
it.
both
We'll get to it.
insufferably pleased with yourselves over here.
We'll get to it. Lemon juice, please.
Lemon juice, all right.
And I'm going to show you a technique you won't believe.
What's that?
Use a tongs to put the oysters on the platter. You know, I know my reputation precedes me and everyone thinks I'm completely incompetent, but really,
They're beautiful. Look at them.
They are pretty.
How'd you get that lovely
Right?
Nice color.
This is what happens.
Let's try one.
See how they are.
Mark.
This is. No, we're not going there. It's too hot.
I can tell. It's like a macho chef thing.
Delicious. I love it. All right, Mark. They're not that hot.
Oh,
I mean, not that hot.
that's really good. Mark, you're more than a food writer.
You're a coward.
You're almost a chef.
I want to see how Gary, a fancy chef from San Francisco, takes a beautiful, perfect oyster from Tamales Bay and makes it so doggone complicated he could charge $30 for it. Gary,
Mark,
take it away.
you know, first of all,
I'm still
I
working
was-
on my horseradish technique here.
First of all, I was a Boy Scout cook, so this is like reminiscent of it. So
Live fire.
anyhow,
cooking.
I'm going to do a very simple sort of higher end cooking, but on the charcoal where I take all the juices from the oyster, the one that Mike lets drip freely all over the floor, and we're going to put some champagne or nasal wash as you had earlier. We're just going to put some of this in there, and
We call this extreme grilling.
now I need some oysters. Mike,
So you want a couple oysters?
please.
Gary, saying
Put the
something
juice
is
over
simple.
here, man.
Oh, sorry.
All that juice, I love
Look at it all.
Look at that. That is so important. It's love.
It is.
It is love. That's good.
So anyhow, I'm going to take the juice that I have, and this is from the oyster, and just pour it into here. So we want to reduce that and then just bring it down a little, and then I'm going to put some leeks in here.
Which are pre-cooked.
Well, I did this just because
You've been working on this recipe for hours.
Wow. This is going to be great.
Meanwhile, we're just going to perform a sort of mid-air mignonette here. What I like to do is put half white wine or champagne in there. Then I have some vinegar. This is actually, since we have French champagne, we're going to have French vinegar. So this is a little Bagnole vinegar.
I don't know. I don't even know.
Humor him, Mark.
Mark,
I don't know where we're going with this.
this is the classic. Some shallots.
Shallots.
Beautiful.
Some shallots.
Beautiful. And then we're going to put in some, what we call mignonette pepper, very coarsely cracked black pepper. Okay, Mike, now you can shuck your oyster in a traditional manner and
What's that, Gary?
with abductor muscle.
Oh, thank you.
What's going to happen to that oyster?
Well, because when you eat them raw, they're tender, and this is just what you spoon over and eat it.
Oh,
very
you're doing
classically.
two recipes.
I told you I was
Oh,
doing
no, we're
two.
impressed.
So you can see we're down in the bubbles here. And I'm just going to put a little bit of butter in here. And
Hey, Mark.
Yeah.
You want you to try this?
so basically, we're just going to like emulsify this into it in the sauce, and then when that's done, we're going to poach the oysters in it. And then, how's that? That is a classic.
Oh man, Gary,
mignonette.
that's good. I gotta say, it's good. You know what? I like that really coarse black pepper in there. That's great, and good vinegar,
It's
which
one of
you
those
can tell.
marriages made in heaven, and you know, vinegar is an important factor.
So we have in there champagne, oyster liquor, cooked leeks,
and then just a little bit of butter. You know, you keep all that juice, you put just a little bit of butter back in, and so now we're ready just to poach the oysters. So,
They're simple. They're just not easy.
well, it's just, you know, simple
It's
is
just working.
depending on the person that. So
It's-
again, we're just gonna plump these, and then we're gonna put some chives in there just to finish.
Because why not?
Well, look how pretty the green
It's
is.
gorgeous. It's beautiful.
Okay, so.
I'm coming around this
Okay,
side.
you're coming around. So I just want to emulsify that butter in there, and then we're just going to either spoon or just pour them onto the plate.
Yow.
So now this is kind of like sopping oysters, you know?
Oh,
you
this
need
looks
to.
great.
Here's a loaf of bread for you. Try some of this with it. So I think it's worth a little extra work, right, Mike?
I think it's awesome, Gary.
This is awesome.
You see, Mike, why I've bugged you for so many years? When I see that juice running down your like arm.
You are the Iron Chef.
I don't mind being humbled by a chef, particularly when I get to eat his victory. 6,000 miles due east, straight across the U.S. to the other side of the Atlantic. The waters off Brixham on the Devonshire coast in England are cold and famed for their local crab and lobsters. Another chef friend, John Burton Race, would not be shy, I knew, to point out the superiority of the local catch. JBR talks a good game, but he can also put up the points.
Okay, Mark, come and meet my lobster man.
I'd love to.
This is Kevin. Mark. Kevin?
Hello,
Kevin,
Pleased to meet you.
Hi, Kevin.
nice
How
to
are you?
meet you too.
Okay.
How you doing?
Right, so if you want to know about crabs and lobsters, you've got to ask this guy because he knows it all.
Beautiful crabs.
Start off with the South Devon cock crab. These
We
are
do it big in England, okay?
Cock meaning male.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just put your finger in there.
That one will be all right. He's nicked.
Yeah,
He's fine.
good.
That's probably about 10, maybe 12 years old, that one, to get that size. 5-6 pound, I would say.
Yeah.
About 3 kilos in weight.
His claws are so strong I can't force them apart.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's called nicking
Yeah, nicking.
to keep the claw,
Yeah.
to make the claw inactive.
Basically, you've got the French neck and you've got the English neck. The French neck is the tendon in there, and the English neck is the tendon on the top. But the problem with the English neck is they're still able to open up
and still close
then
down
crush
on you.
And the French nick, no.
No,
No, but then the downside of
scaring
that.
me now.
Yeah, but the downside of that is that they bleed. You lose a lot of the flavour, and sometimes you lose the claws too. They drop off, don't
yeah,
they?
if you don't do it properly.
Okay, now this is the challenge.
The challenge? What? The duel to the death?
Yeah. But no, it's fantastic, isn't it? Look.
Beautiful.
Now, would you rather have that claw or that claw?
Well, you know, as I used to say to my children, I don't have to make those kind of choices. I get to have both. But,
Yeah, but
you know, as a
actually-
last meal, probably have the crab.
I'd go for the crab stick.
Absolutely.
Especially a big lobster claw. It's too watery and tough.
Thank you, Kevin.
Okay.
Thank you. Yeah.
Cheers.
Nice seeing you.
Cheers.
It's just a short hop from Brixham back to Dartmouth. John's restaurant, the New Angel, looks out on the River Dart and its boat traffic. JBR is one of those extremely talented and confident chef/businessmen who I love to make fun of for being so over the top. After eating his food, however, I knew I'd be willing to eat my words.
So, here are the crabs. Morning, John. Morning, how are you?
Man,
How many have you got? Now, these aren't the biggest, you know. They really are lovely, and they're very, very, very alive.
obviously.
Very hard shells, but they're really sweet and delicious. How many kilos here? 16. 16? I tell you what, I'll take these in the kitchen. We'll cook one up, okay?
Great.
See you later.
Take care.
Thank you.
So we've got Mr. Buscom's gorgeous local crabs.
Absolutely. I prefer the cock crab, you know, the male crabs.
Because?
Because they have bigger claws. Bigger claws means more white meat. Yeah. Hey, I'm a happening
They're
crab.
hulks.
Yeah. This is a dish that you use the whole thing. So the box, the legs, and the
Box, is that what we call the body?
yeah, this bit here,
Okay.
and the legs and the lung meat, the dark meat, go to make the soup or the broth, and the white meat gets put in a tortellini with very little in it because you know you need to taste the sweetness of the white crab meat.
Right.
And these things have just been cooked in a cold bouillon for about 20 minutes. So basically, let it get cold and then break off the claws and crack those and keep those for the tortellini. And the rest gets smashed up with a meat cleaver or whatever you've got. A hammer will do.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's like that. Just smash it and crash it and bash it into small pieces.
Okay.
Okay.
Shell and all. Yep.
Shell, all the shell, everything goes in there. So anyway, a little bit of olive oil in the pan, and then some chopped up onions, leeks, and a little bit of fennel.
Okay.
And stand right back because it's quite a hot. Just throw that in. The aromats and flavourings is a bit of chopped up lemon.
Lemongrass.
Lemongrass, ginger, lots of ginger, and some chopped garlic. Goes in the pan. So it's onions,
It already
leeks,
smells beautiful.
bit of fennel seed, star anise, lemongrass, ginger, and garlic. And this stuff here, that's pistil de saffron, as the French would call it.
I love saffron.
In go the the broken up crab bones. Bit of chopped up tomato, and a nice dry white wine.
We're using California Sauvignon Blanc, I notice.
California Sauvignon Blanc, great.
It actually smells great. A lot of acidity in there.
Yeah. You boil and reduce the wine. That takes about 2 or 3 minutes. And then you cover it with just enough water. And the idea is that you only put enough water in to come up to the top of the crab bones. Anything above that and you spend your whole life reducing the thing down, so to get some flavour in it. And then you set that on a low gas for about half an hour just to cook out.
Okay.
Okay. Now the garnish for this This dish is a tortellini. This is a straightforward pasta flour, but again, I've used some of the saffron.
Yeah, I can see it. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Can't wait to see what it looks like when it's cooked.
This. Just crack the claw, and this is a beautiful.
There's some serious meat in there.
No, I mean this is. Just taste a bit of that.
Don't mind if I do.
Just break it up and taste it.
Oh, it's so sweet.
So sweet. Probably too sweet, really. What I do with that is crack the white meat into a bowl and bind it with a little crushed sea scallops with a little cream.
Pureed sea scallops with cream.
That's
so
it.
a mousse of sea scallops.
Yeah, a mussolino, so
Right.
stir this together.
The crab scallop mixture is
Yeah,
the filling
that's-
for the tortellini.
Well, I'll show you one now. Yes, that's exactly right. So take a little bit of the crab meat
Yeah, I get the idea.
in the middle,
That's nice.
and with a bit of beaten egg or just water, just brush around the edge of the pasta. And then bring them together.
Pinch. Pinch, pinch, pinch.
Yeah. Just squeeze them and pinch them together, like that. And then you bend them around. And they'll stand up sort of proud in the bowl. Okay. Do you want to try and do one?
Sure. What's the worst that can happen?
That they could break open like that and they'll never cook properly.
They'll leak. Can a food writer actually do something like this?
Yeah, that's not bad.
Are you kidding? It's perfect.
Actually, it's probably better than mine.
Because I learned from your mistake. As I said, one always is tempted to overfill these things.
All right, so this has been cooking for about half an hour, right? So we need to strain it off.
I know you don't really need me, but you know, it's nice to feel useful.
No, I welcome the help. Especially with someone who can make tortellinis like that.
Well, I grew up making these. We call them kreplach.
Call them what?
Kreplach.
Now look, there's the finishing touches. A little bit of tomato flesh,
Right?
some
Chiffonade.
chiffonade of ginger and coriander. And let me just show you one portion. So pour some of the crab broth into the pan. So just a couple of these, what they call them? What's that?
You know, I don't think they're called tortellini either when they're that. I think they might be called tortelloni when they're that.
When they're that shape.
We'll
they're
let,
called
we'll let the critics worry about it.
Craploclinis. Right, okay. And then just so pour some of this over the top.
Beautiful.
Okay.
The yellow is so brilliant. I
So
love it.
if you want to have a taste of that.
I do.
Nice.
Beautiful. You know, the saffron flavor is everywhere. It's great. The best fish and chip inspired Devon kreplach I've ever had.
Well, thank you very much. I'm sure that's a compliment.
Shellfish. Tender meat in a hard shell, and always delicious eating. I have only one more thing to say on the matter. Next time somebody calls you a shrimp, or tells you that you're a crab, well, give them a big smile and say, thank you very much. Shellfish rocks.